What's up, everybody? This is James Gardner. I'm an urban farmer out of Greensboro, North Carolina. I specialize in growing food and growing people. I just recently received some seed mail. Now, seed mail is a big deal for the garden community. We love it when our friends send us seeds. But a group out of Florida called the Florida Fish Pepper Co. sent me some seeds to see if I was interested in trying to grow fish peppers from seed. Now, I have grown fish peppers in my garden before. A friend donated some seedlings for us, but I've never done it on my own. So I wanted to kind of take you guys along that journey. These are the seeds that came to me. They're from Sister Seeds. This is the packet that was in the package that came. So the founder and president is Trey Ford. And I'll read this to you guys really quickly. It says, "Welcome to the Florida Fish Pepper Co. Growers Alliance. This welcome packet is designed to introduce you to our alliance, our mission, and the wonderful world of fish peppers. Whether you're a seasoned farmer, a passionate gardener, a creative chef, or a food influencer, we're thrilled to have you as a part of our community. Inside, you'll find a comprehensive guide to growing fish peppers, culinary inspiration, tips for building your agribusiness, and details about the benefits of your Growers Alliance membership. So get ready to cultivate success, connect with fellow enthusiasts, and help us spread the word about this unique and delicious pepper." Again, that is from the founder and president, Trey Ford. Y'all, the instructions are all in here. Soil likes a pH between 6 and 7. When you're growing them, they need 6 to 8 hours of direct sunlight. What I know personally from growing fish peppers is that heat is the major component that really gives you the peppers that you want. So you want to grow peppers in heat. Now, this is actually considered a hot pepper. Typically, just as a rule of thumb, hot peppers require heat from the sun. So I am going to start germinating these, but I'm not gonna just drop them right into the soil. What I want to do initially is soak them in some hot water. I'm actually going to soak those seeds for, you recommend soaking them 12 to 24 hours. I know I'm going to be back here tomorrow to actually drop them in soil. So I will soak them for the full 24 hours. I'm going to put a little drop of peroxide in that water as well. That's just to kind of help with the germination process once the seed gets into the soil. If you know anything about peppers, peppers take a while to germinate from seed. So this little step in the process will actually hopefully expedite that process, and hopefully we'll get some healthy fish pepper seedlings. Y'all, if you haven't had fish peppers, please look them up. So the history behind the fish pepper is that it's an actual pepper, it's an heirloom pepper that came from Haiti. Haiti by way of, and then to us by way of Baltimore. But apparently, based on information that I learned from the Florida Fish Pepper Co., there was a little bit of a language barrier when the peppers came across the waters, right? So the natives would say, the Haitians would say, yes, this is we use this to season or to season our fish. You know, it's one of the things they used to say. So it kind of became known as the fish pepper. It's the foliage is very pretty. Sometimes it starts off usually like green, then there's like green and white, but the actual pepper has these striations in it that are absolutely gorgeous. And there's several different varieties. I'm not exactly sure which variety I have. I know that I will find that out once they start to fruit. But again, for best germination on the seed packet, for best germination, maintain soil temps 80 to 90 degrees Fahrenheit. So if you have not done so already, I'm going to tag them in the post. But on TikTok and Instagram, they are at Florida Fish Pepper Co. all one word, Florida Fish Pepper CO. And then Facebook, it's Florida, one word, fish, another word, pepper, another word, CO. So space those out on Facebook, you'll be able to find them. But we're going on a journey to grow some fish peppers from seed. All right, so everything is ready. I've got my water here. I had to let it cool down a little bit because it went through the coffee pot. It was at about 120 Fahrenheit. I've got it down to about 90. Let me see. Last I checked, we were sitting, we're sitting at about 95 degrees now. And I put maybe a drop, so maybe a couple mils of this hydrogen peroxide in the water. Separated my seeds. It's 85% germination rate, which is actually written on the seed pack, which basically just means that if you've got 10 seeds, about 8 of them will, roughly 8 of them will germinate. So what I've got out are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've got 20 seeds. Hopefully all of them germinate, but we're gonna drop, well, I'm only dropping 20 seeds in the water to soak. All right, so I'll let those soak overnight. And I've got my soil that's gonna be ready for them. I'm gonna do a little bit more homework, looking through these fish peppers, and hopefully we'll have some germination here in the very near future. But I'll take you guys along on the journey. Again, Florida Fish Pepper Company, please reach out to them, like, comment, share, follow, do all of those things to help support the work that they're doing. Join their mission. If you're right down there in Florida and you want to be a part and even patronize them, please do that. But thank you all for sending the seeds to me, and I'm looking forward to having fun along this journey. If you have not done so already, please hit like, hit subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the content. Every time you guys like, comment, and share, it helps us to get the word out about what we're doing. We are growing food and growing people. The goal is to grow this food and put it into the hands of those that need it the most. So thank you so much for your support thus far. Thanks for following along and engaging with my content. And I'm looking forward to producing even more content, more food, growing more people in the very near future. Stay tuned. We'll see you guys soon.